13 love, 13 loss, 13 wisdom, 13 respect. This is your Creation 13. Alright, so weekly report. There's been a lot of interesting things going on this past week with this perceived new year. One of the biggest attractions or distractions has been this talk about this Miami thing that happened where some of these kids plugged in this device and then supposedly released a entity from another dimension. And there's some pixelated blurry vision or blurry camera shots and videos of this. But the kicker for me is, one, it's in Miami. So, you know, you got a lot of Hollywood stuff going on there. And two, if something like that was released, you would have saw a lot more raw footage from people. From my viewpoint, it looks fake and staged. But, however, I do feel that they're preparing us for these what-if situations, because there's a big conversation with UFOs and deities, and it definitely is going back into a lot of what's going on with the churches right now, and with New Age and just spirituality as a whole, right? Because so many people are wanting angelic entities to show up. People are having more and more encounters with these deities, whether it be light beings or angels, or even labeled extraterrestrials. People are having a lot of these experiences. And I really feel that where we're heading in this year, and it's going to be a bumpy ride, that's for sure. It really is. Where we're heading, we need to prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually. This is why it's so important, and why I always focus on love, honor, and respect yourself, and love, honor, and respect others who don't hurt or harm themselves. Because you need to grow as a person. You need to mentally prepare for things in life, right? Because you never know when that curveball may hit on a global scale and on a personal level scale. So I think this distraction in Miami is a big starter point in realizing these things. And it also, around the same time frame, a lot of the elites' personal lives are being made present as well. So there is a double-sided coin there that's preparing people globally, right? We also have, I'll call it Battle 3, because you use the world, you'll get banned. So it's World Battle 3 that people are talking about. And it's aimed at the United States. And it's quite interesting. But this is where people need to realize that we have to unite together as people. Again, we have been conditioned to separate ourselves into groups. Whether don't believe in anything, so you're an atheist. In the United States, you're a patriot, so you band together as a dominating force, which is what we do need. And then you have spirituality. So you have the religious category, where people will unite together in faith and trust that God and Christ will take care of the rest, right? We got these three categories that divide people. And then you got the New Age people, but they're going to end up just hiding and migrating in the mountains, not wanting to help unite the world or help in the United States, right? So it's getting very interesting. And keyword, prepare yourself. Keyword, find people in your town or city that will help in the situation, that you can unite together with. That is the key word, is uniting. That is what this year is about, is uniting. I've talked to quite a few people in groups and in communities that don't understand or grasp the elements of unity, of working together through diversity. People don't understand that because their faith or what they believe in overshadows reality. So you have to find a balance in that. You can have faith and religion or spirituality, but you also got to look at the world as a whole and how we can strategize through uniting. How do you think the world leaders started all this, right? They started it forcefully, aggressively, and a lot of lives were lost to get what they wanted, right? And it's still happening. So we have to unite to stop what they started. The empire is falling. And when the empire falls, who's taking their spots? Who is taking their spots? My faith and hope is that things will be a smooth transaction where the good people go into the right chairs, because there's a lot of things that are good and put in place. It's just the people in the chairs, a lot of them are bad seeds, and we've seen that, we know that. So it's just learning how to transition as a whole. So it's preparing us. So that's what we're looking at, right? And that's what I'm seeing for this weekly report. And I'll be doing these weekly to the best of my abilities, to give you guys a deeper understanding of what's going on around us and how to help heal and fix ourselves mentally and spiritually, right? Going into your prayer closet or a meditation and speaking with the angelics, with the higher selves, just understanding how to make your move in the chess game, right? Every week, making your move and knowing how it's positioned. Just like your bank account, right? You got your bills for the month. You add that up. You add up how much you need for food, and then you add up and see how much savings that you have for your two or three paychecks you get every month, right? It's strategizing every month and how you're going to succeed in the field of exchange, right? Money is exchange. Everything you buy or use is a product of exchange. Nothing's free. Never free, right? Even when you pray or meditate, you're asking, or stuff that you need or require is a product of exchange. What are you exchanging for what you receive, right? It's training ourselves in these elements, which is what's so very important as well. So I'm going to keep this video under 10 minutes. So that's the weekly report. Be aware of the distractions. So like I say, you read or see blurry videos of of ETs or multidimensional beings, if it's not making world news, or if there's not enough raw footage, it's fake. It's fake. But they are definitely conditioning us. I feel that we're going to have a lot more activity in the skies. I think a lot of the military secret programs, they're going to make those crafts known more and more throughout the year, and they'll be claiming that they are extraterrestrials, and they're not. But I do also feel that there is also probes that are being sent out from ancient civilizations. So every time an end of an age shows up, I think these probes show up looking at what the surface dwellers are doing, are getting prepared for in this end of age scenario. Because you got to remember, these ancient ancestors either live on the moon or they live underwater, underground. They're one or the other, right? There's a lot of stuff that happens underground, underwater, and there's a lot of stuff that's happening on the moon. A lot of human history is there, and you have to be a top elite to know what's taking place as well. So that's the weekly report. So stay focused on healing yourself, fixing yourself, getting prepared for what you're supposed to be doing in life, what your role is, focusing on unity in your town or city. I have to do the same thing. And I'll talk about that in another video. But it's just focusing on unity, respect, love, and honor through diversity. Just being observant about what's going on around you and what's going on globally, and some of the politics that surround it. And just take life one day at a time. You're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to mature. And that's the key thing, right? Maturing in life. So then we can help the younger generation, prepare them for the next generation, right? Because each generation is different, and we're seeing a new wave, a new generation being born, and the older generation has to pass down the torch. So a lot of what we've been taught, right, needs to be passed down so it's not lost in translation, which is what's happening right now, right? A lot of these distractions in the world is trying to keep us away from teaching and training and helping the next generation to create something beautiful, right? So I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. So love yourself, keep shining bright, and I will bring a report next week. So talk to you all later.